I'm a little confused. If it doesn't have music notation, I don't know what's going on. So, I really have to thank you. He said for doing all this work. This was hardly work this weekend. This was so much fun. And how many of you, can I just have the parents stand? Parents, where are you? Mom, Dad? Yeah. So these poor kids are starving, and when you take them home, I suggest a really good meal and stop for ice cream. Is that okay, folks? Whatever they want, it's time. And are any of their band directors in the audience? Could you please stand? And I really need to thank you for preparing them for this event so well, especially with everything else that's going on in the world right now, and what's going on in the air and what's going on everywhere. And you were able to get them to do this, but what a delightful group of people. They are so smart, and they are so generous and caring and well-behaved. Yes, your children. I bet they even made their beds this morning. They're pretty remarkable, so thank you for all of that. Before we play our last piece, I need to say a little bit about it. I wrote this piece 5 years ago for the Wisconsin All-State, and at the time I wrote it, the I word was not in our vocabulary in this country. Nobody ever used the word insurrection, and the piece is actually supposed to be based on the glorious insurrection of 1688 in England. And when you hear the piece, you'll hear some very dark kind of Celtic things going on that relate to that. And it's a very important moment in our history too, because it was that glorious revolution, or glorious insurrection as some called it, that gave us our form of government we have now, and gave the United Kingdom the form of government they had as they overthrew King James II. So it's a very important moment in history, and I was really happy to be able to write the piece. Unfortunately, the title has not aged well. And as a result, very few people will probably ever choose to program it. So you are among the few people that will ever hear this piece. And I do hope you enjoy Glorious Insurrection.